Hi, who are you?
Hi, I'm Nura.
Okay, what do you do?
I am an empowerment motivator, and one of the things that I do in working with empowerment is I teach people how to have better orgasms and pretty much how to use that orgasmic energy to help them in other areas of their lives.
Okay, so why do people need to have orgasms?
Why do people need to have orgasms?
Well, or at least adults, we should say, not
Adults,
people, right?
For sure. Let's be safe, right? Let's be politically correct. People should have orgasms. Orgasms make us happier. Orgasms help our bodies to stay in alignment. They also help us in terms of utilizing energy, and they are a wonderful way for us to share with each other. Also for us to grow spiritually. Because any energy that we use is energy that is connected. The same energy that we use to do anything is orgasmic energy, and that can be transformed into something else.
Okay, so in our last video we introduced you to Miss Nura, and we talked about some of the things that she does. Now we're gonna hit on a very big topic that all the ladies want to hear about: female ejaculation. And first things first, let's touch on the article in Better Health magazine. So you tell us about the article, and then I'll ask some questions.
Okay. Well, the article in Better Health magazine was a 3-page spread, and it was pretty much specifically about female ejaculation. It contained like a do-it-yourself walkthrough of how to have and how to ejaculate. And some people think that orgasm and ejaculation are the same thing. And even in men, that is a misconception. Okay, so you can have an orgasm without ejaculating, as a man or as a woman. So what the female ejaculation does is it releases some of our I want to say our yin energy, because what happens is women, we hold a lot of our energy inside. And a way for us to seek our balance is to let some of that energy out and spread it around. And that's what happens with the female ejaculation. What happens is our bladders fill up with a liquid commonly called female ambrosia.
Right.
And it's not urine. Usually our bladders fill up with pee, and we have to pee, we get the sensation, I have to pee, we go to the bathroom, urine comes out. But during sex, when we're sexually aroused, our bodies start to produce this other liquid, and our bladders fill with it, and we still get the same kind of sensation like we have to pee. So we'll be in the middle of sex or whenever we may have G-spot stimulation, and we'll be thinking, I have to pee, but it's not really pee.
Okay, so since it's not really pee, in the article you said something about getting over the sensation. So what advice do you have for a person then if they're feeling this sensation during intercourse?
I think that the most important thing is to be aware.
Okay.
That's the first step, to be aware that this is not urine. Because once you can convince yourself, I'm not going to pee the bed, then you can pretty much relax and breathe. For me, that helps me a lot, because then I just trust in my body.
Right.
I pretty much say my body's not going to do anything that it should not do. So just breathe and just ride the wave.
Okay. So what then would you say is the big difference besides just the aspect of the water actually being ejaculated from the female's body? What is the difference between the G-spot orgasm and the clitoral orgasm?
I think that they claim that it's a different level of orgasm. And for someone who has experienced the G-spot orgasm, they may feel slightly different. Whenever I have a G-spot orgasm, I don't feel like as frenzied as I feel after a clitoral orgasm. I think I feel more in tune, more at peace, and a little more calm after that than I would after a regular clitoral orgasm.
Okay. So you think then that the G-spot orgasm then brings you more in tune with yourself in general?
It does. I definitely think it helps us to center ourselves, and it helps us to bring more balance to ourselves.
Okay, so do you want to give some pointers to the people who may not have seen the magazine on the orgasm itself?
Okay, so I'll just run you through like a do-it-yourself kind of thing.
Okay.
So let's imagine that you're trying to find your G-spot. And I would recommend that if you're trying to find your G-spot, let's say for example, I'll just use my bangle. And let's say that this, which it should never be this big, this is your vagina. We have jade eggs for this, you know? But no, seriously. This is your vagina. And let's say that the top here where it's open, that this is actually where your clitoris would be. So here would be, usually your G-spot is located behind your clitoris.
Right.
And what we do is we recommend that you use your middle finger because it's the longest. So if you're doing it for yourself, you would use your middle finger. And the pointer finger is a lot harsher than any other fingers because it's accustomed to doing more work. So we do recommend using a middle finger. If a man's doing it with you, if your partner's doing it with you, he can use his ring finger. But you would pretty much push, apply pressure up and pull, like just stroking.
Okay.
And stroking, and that will put pressure on the G-spot itself. You'll be able to feel the difference between the rest of your vagina and the G-spot because the texture is slightly different as well.
Okay. And from doing this, then a person should be able to have a regular...
It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of practice, and some people can do it easier than others. Everybody's different. It took me the first time that I did it by myself about 28 to 35 minutes.
Okay.
And I know that because I was listening to Janet Jackson's Would You Mind? And it was about the 4th to 5th time that it was playing. The extended version, 7-something minutes long. So, anywhere around there.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Is there any more information that you want to give the general public about female ejaculation? Or
any more information?
And give us some contact for you as well.
Okay. The first thing that I want to say is don't get discouraged if you're not able to ejaculate immediately. Just continue to trust in the process. Take your time. Keep
Does it
trying.
have anything to do with the partner, by the way?
I think that let me think. I think that whenever we do have orgasms, whether it's focused specifically on ejaculating or on orgasms, that our orgasms differ depending on the person that we're with, or on the mindset that we're in during that time. It could be so many different factors.
Right.
And I think that sometimes we are so much focused on achieving this orgasm.
And nothing else.
And nothing else. And that's not what sex is about. And that's not what sensual health is about. It's about making sure that whatever we're doing is bringing us closer and making us more healthier, bringing us closer to our alignment and balance. And I think that people, it has been said that not all women are ejaculators. I personally, I'm an optimist, so I do believe that all women can learn to ejaculate. It's like an art, and the more you do it, the better you'll become. But I do think that we need to focus on being healthy, being at one with ourselves, being happy, and not just, did I get the orgasm? It's not about that.
Right, exactly. Okay, so some contact information.
Yeah, you can reach me on Facebook. I have a fan page on Facebook, so you can go www.facebook.com/Aisha Nura. That's AYE like extra, S like super, HAN like Nubian, URA. And you can also email me, nuraproductions@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope that this helps some of us.
I hope so too. Peace.
Bye.